So here's a chant for y'all in Spanish, which translates to, we are not one, we are not 100, we are millions, count us right. It sounds better in Spanish, I promise. Okay, ready? Repeat after me after I do the first part. No somos uno, no somos cien, somos millones, cuéntanos bien. No somos uno. Now repeat after me. No somos uno, no somos cien, somos millones, cuéntanos bien. No somos uno, no somos cien, somos millones, cuéntanos bien. Great job. These mass deportations and demonstrations are coming at the start of June, which we all know is Pride Month, right? Happy Pride. This Pride Month, queer and trans folks are channeling the long history of agitational resistance that our elders passed down to us. Queer and trans liberation is directly tied to the fight for immigrant and undocumented folks' safety and protections. Let us not forget about the Black and brown queer and trans folks being targeted by ICE who are especially at risk, facing dangerous and deadly conditions because of their queerness in prisons and detention centers across the country and around the world. The same oppressive imperialist system that is bankrolling ICE, kidnapping people, is the same oppressive imperialist system that is banning gender-affirming care, stripping queer and trans people of their rights, and pushing murderous propaganda. This is the same system that funds the genocide of Palestinians, backs the bombing of innocent civilians in Iran, and deports student organizers fighting against the U.S. war machine. The struggle in Palestine, the struggle for queer and trans liberation, the struggle for immigrant rights at home are fundamentally intertwined. Our conditions are different, but our enemy is the same. We are not free until all of us are free. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo, repeat after me. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Trump is a clear representation of the insane concentration of power held within our political and capitalist systems that do not speak for me, that do not speak for you, and remove us from the ownership over our own lives. But we must not forget that the capitalist Democratic Party will not save us either. We demand an end to capitalism that feeds off of our suffering and our death. We demand an end to the mass deportations and militarized state being deployed on the working class. And we demand a new system built by the people for the people. Socialism is the cure and capitalism is the disease. Viva la lucha! Thank you!
You guys want to do your chant? The people united will never be divided. 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 We have a community expert, Liana, the founder of the Threadwork Collective, a group focused on arts activism and community building. Liana?
Hello. Thank you everybody for showing up today, and thank you for doing your work to protect our community. So take a minute, look at the people around you. We showed up because we know something is deeply wrong, because we see decisions that are being made, and we know that this is not the future that we want. We are here today not just because of what we are standing against, but what we're standing for. And we're here to say this is enough. Protests like this are so valuable because they show us that we are more in number than we are led to believe, and we are standing here together. Through showing up today, we say to our neighbors, we say to our communities, and to those in power, we are watching, we are awake, and we will not let this slide. But saying enough is only the first step. Though today's rally will end, our movement cannot stop. The question we're left with is, what do we do next? Where do we go from here? And how do we do this? So there are a couple things that I want us to highlight and take with us as we leave. First, as we leave this rally, we remember that we let ourselves feel. We let ourselves feel everything. We don't bypass the rage or grief or confusion. We honor it, but we do not let it consume us. That is what they're banking on. Control leads to reactivity. We are not thinking, we are just reacting, and that makes us predictable. And predictability is easy to manipulate. We have every right. We should be feeling anger. We should be feeling rage. We should be feeling grief, right? Those are strengths. The fact that we feel those things indicate strength. But we utilize that then to channel into effective action, right? And we do that action together because the truth is we need each other, right? We have so much power when we learn how to move together. We do not heal alone. We do not win alone. We do not change systems alone. And we might not know what it looks like yet. We might not know what the ultimate solution looks like, but we do know that we do that together, okay? So our work now is to build our communities right here where we are. There are so many issues that are facing us on a national and global scale that are deeply disturbing. And because of the magnitude of it all, it can feel insurmountable. But the fact of the matter is, we cannot create change anywhere else if we have not built our communities here first. Community is work. It's daily work. It's messy. It's complicated. It's about standing shoulder to shoulder with people who don't always understand us and who we don't always understand, but who, like us, know something is broken and want better. The only way we can ever move forward is through a radical restoration of our shared humanity through the work of community. And in that community, we face discomfort not as harm, but as growth. If we want to change this world, we have to stop using the same tools that built the one that we are trying to survive. We cannot dismantle control with control. We cannot defeat dehumanization by becoming dehumanizers. We have got to stop thinking in the binaries of us versus them. First, within our own ranks. And beyond that, there are plenty of people who still disagree with what we're doing here today. And there are plenty of people who did vote for what's in leadership. We disagree with them. We disagree with them, right? But many of them find themselves confused and questioning and unsure of where to go next. If we slam the door in their face, we make return impossible. We cannot build a movement of liberation on a foundation of exile. We cannot demand that others see our humanity if we refuse to see theirs. What does it mean to honor the humanity of others? It does not mean allowing abuse. It does not mean keeping silent because we fear causing discomfort as we speak truth. It does not mean that we turn away from harms being done to others. And it does not mean weakness and submission. It means that we seek to understand because we remember what it is to be human. And to understand another deeply does not mean that we agree with them. It means that we refuse to erase their humanity even when we fiercely oppose their beliefs. That is power. That is courage. This is integrity, because we are living by the creed that we are fighting for. And from this place, we build. And what does building look like? It looks like this. It looks like us. It looks like neighbors showing up when it's uncomfortable, when it's hard, when we don't know what's coming next, but showing up anyway. It looks like disagreement that does not end in exile. It looks like organizing that centers love with accountability at the same time. It looks like holding the line and speaking the truth to each other and truth to power without losing our humanity. And from that foundation, we generate action, real, grounded, strategic action. We become that culture shift. We check in with each other. We hold town halls. We build systems of mutual aid. We call our reps. We protect each other. And we rebuild what was destroyed. And in the process, we reclaim our deepest, most ancient truth, that we belong to each other. So this work continues every day. It needs to continue beyond just this rally. We carry it on tomorrow and the next day and the next. If you know what you're doing, if you have a plan and you are doing things, invite your neighbors to join you. If you don't know where to go, look for our organization online, thethreadworkcollective.org or at the Threadwork Collective on Instagram. If you don't know what to do, that is why we exist, is to help you find that. If you do know what to do, invite people in. This is how we build a strong community together, okay? We need everybody here, regardless of whether we see everything the same, and we can figure it out together. Thank you.
Repeat after me. No justice, no peace, no racist police. 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 All right, you guys, we have another great speaker, the president of the Utah's only Teamsters Union, a union guy who can retire fully at 51. Because of the union pension. Britt Miller.
Howdy, I am Britt Miller, president of the Teamsters Local Union 222. I have almost spent 30 years, I've spent almost 30 years fighting as a Teamster against bully employers. And my local has been in this state since 1931, kicking ass for Utah's working class. I tell you what, I'm not easily intimidated. This is intimidating, right? And I am glad as hell that you're here to hear me, and I didn't cause this kind of reaction where we can fill a park. The last two speakers were pretty good, don't you think? Give them a round. Also, your signs are fantastic out there. One of the points that was made is that predictability leads to reaction. And it was stated at the beginning that this is non-violent today, right? This is non-violent. Non-violence is critical. It's critical because they don't know what to do when we show up with drums and signs and flags and sing songs and make fun of them. But when we resort to violence, they know exactly what to do at that moment, and it's ugly. How many of you folks helped us out with that big union, anti-union bill? Went around and got some signatures. Holy shit. We needed 141,000 signatures, and y'all turned out over 320. What a deal! How'd we do it? We've been talking about it all day so far. How'd we do it? We did it through organizing. What's organizing? You just heard how to do it. You talk to your friends and neighbors. You have a cause. You say, I don't like this. Do you like this? Zachary doesn't like this. What are we going to do, Zachary? How are we going to fix this? Stand up, fight back. Pull together. Talk with each other. Draw a line in your heart. It's what you're not going to accept, and then come out and stand against that. It's very simple. What we're engaging in, thank you. What we're engaging in is called direct action, right? Right? Direct action. Anybody ever heard of direct action? Anybody ever used direct action? Yeah. Direct action on a kindergarten level is they can't flunk us all, we won't take the test, right? Direct action on the adult level is a bit more complicated. And I'll tell you this. I'm not going to tell you how to do direct action. I'm going to tell you the boundaries. Nonviolent. Nonviolent. But also, you're only limited by your creativity, and you're only limited by your courage. If you've got the courage to stand up here and talk to people, that's direct action. If you've got courage to hear the words and act on it, that's direct action. And that's what gets it done. That's what got us 330,000 signatures, was direct action. On the union side, we have been fighting bullies for a very long time. And we have brought a lot of really good benefits to members, but a ton of good ones to non-members and people in general. Weekends, paid holidays, insurance, all these things that aren't working very well anymore. I don't know how many people had to work today. But unions are also at the front line of defending those things and defending everything else. Because everybody needs a job, right? Everybody needs a job these days, and your color doesn't matter. So in the labor movement, you need a job, and your color doesn't matter. Are you going to show up and help me fight today? Everybody needs insurance. Everybody. Because you need health care, and we're not going to give it to you for free. We're going to let you go bankrupt first. And I paired these two together. Your gender doesn't matter. You need coverage. You need health coverage, regardless of your gender. Workplace safety. You know what a state like right to work state like Utah has the highest number of? Unemployment, yeah, no, well it does. But workplace deaths. Without a union, you have higher death rates on the job. And the, oh, my thing just jumped and I lost my place. I'm supposed to wing it, Jackson. Workplace safety. And your politics don't matter. Because everybody who goes to work probably has a family, and every family deserves to have their worker come home at the end of the day. And ultimately, all of those families need to be provided for, and your immigrant status should not make a damn bit of difference. It was pointed out in the first speech, and I loved it. Undocumented workers are not the problem. They work very hard. They're actually a solution to a lot of our issues. Unscrupulous employers who break the law by employing them, paying them under the table, abusing their vulnerabilities, that's the problem. That's the problem. Now here's the trick, and we heard about it a little bit in the last speech. And I'm going to wrap this up very quickly. Right now, while I'm standing up here addressing you, I've got 3 of my fellow Teamster members in Provo at a GOP event. And I know, this is a little spicy, but guess what? There are pro-union, pro-worker Republicans living in this state, and I know that for a fact because I got about 2,000 of them that vote for me to be president because I have a lot of conservative members. I do not have the luxury of ignoring their opinion, but we've got a deal, and it's a great deal. We're going to finish our union business first, and we're going to get it done right, and we're going to kick their ass. And then we'll go outside and we'll talk about the petty politics crap later. I want to thank you guys very much. This is true power. This is what it looks like. There you go. We showed up!
That's the first step, right? We got any veterans out there? We got one right here. My name is Leo. I don't know about you, but I did not take an oath to a king. I took an oath to the Constitution of the United States of America. That flag right there. That flag is no less ours than anyone else's. Some of you might know this song. Action for Me says, filling in when someone cancels a day or two before a rally and learning a song that day. Let's roll it. Much louder. Paranoia is in the transmission will resume. They try to push drugs to keep us thumbed on down. Both they never see the truth around. Another promise, another scene, another package trapped in greed. With all the belts wrapped around our minds, and the red tape, truth and fines. Come on! They will not force us. They will not control us. We will be victorious. They will not control. Bring the backing track up a little bit, please. Interchanging mind control. Let the revolution take its toll. Make the rich turn to a new eye. See, we never be afraid to die. Rise up and take the power back. It's time to let the unfair. Coming to an end. You have to unify to watch the flag ascend. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will not control us. We will be victorious. Here we go!
I'm gonna call up our next speaker. His name is, Gito Johnson. He's an assistant director of the Public Defender's Office and now a city council member. Super exciting. Come on.
Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going? No kings, no crowns, no thrones, that's why we're here. I'm not going to make this political. I've been your county council member for 2 days, so we're not going to try that. We're not going to try that. But we all know why we're here, and that's because we have an authoritarian president illegally using his powers to shut down lawful protests in LA, and we know it's happening here in Salt Lake too, across this country, and we are here to protest back and raise our voice. These protests started about the mass deportation and rendition of people in this country, tearing apart our families, banishing them without lawful due process, and turning everyday people into victims of this authoritarian regime. We must stand with those families. We must stand with our immigrants. We must stand with our marginalized people. And how do we do that? It's we get loud. We get loud. My name is Gito Johnson. Hey, thanks, Shane. I love you, buddy. I'm a public defender. I'm the assistant director to the Public Defender Office for all of Salt Lake County. That means I represent the poorest of us, the least of us in court, every single day fighting for their rights. The reason they asked me to come speak to you, because I've got a feeling a lot of you, this is your first protest. I'm going to make sure you get through it okay. I'm going to make sure you don't become my client, okay? I love you to death. I love you all to death. I do not want you being my client on Monday, okay? Now, Governor Cox, President Trump are using militarized forces right now to get us to react. We know that. In this country, though, there are no kings, only the people. And the people decide the future of this country, and they are reacting with these militarized forces because they know. They know how powerful your voice is. Our peaceful protest and demonstration speaks volumes. It changes minds. It changes this fascist nonsense and gets us back to the democracy that we are supposed to be. So speak your voice loud and proud, and the First Amendment will take care of the rest, okay? So now to the TED Talk part of this speech. Protest is about risk, everybody. It's about risks that you're willing to take that may result in your arrest at the end of this night. So, follow what I'm asking you to do. You'll be okay. You'll be all good. I'm going to walk you through some things that can help you both before, during, and after the protest. You're already here, so some of this you can't change, but that's okay. We're going to first talk about dress. You'll notice there are a lot of people who are here who are blacked out. That's because they didn't do the things I did wrong, which is easily identifiable tattoos, very easy to identify shirt with NASA astronauts all over it. If a cop looks at this footage, I'm fucked. So, in order to keep your anonymity, people wear blackout everything so there are not markings to be identified. In future protests, if you're worried about that risk, do the same. You're all good. We're all family here. You'll be all good. You'll be all good. Sorry, louder? Okay. Never been accused of being quiet. That's new. Wear masks and bandanas. That'll keep your face covered. And then if things get really loud, be ready to disperse calmly in the opposite direction. You know, I'm sure this is not going to get wild like they saw in other places. We're not going to get tear gas and things like that because this is a peaceful protest. But if it does, get ready to put water in your eyes. Be ready to support one another, pour water on the flashbangs, pour water on whatever shit's on the ground, and make sure it doesn't spread. Help each other out, don't let anyone fall down, okay? The next thing, write your attorney's phone number on your arm. If you don't have an attorney, 801-532-5444. That's the Public Defender's Office. You ask for Gito Johnson, I'll pick up the damn phone myself. 532-5444. There are a bunch of people from my office with the National Lawyers Guild. They are here to provide legal observance. They are attorneys who work with me. They will give you legal guidance. They will try and do everything they can. They also work with the bail fund. If you get arrested tonight, please don't, but if you do, we'll do everything we can to bust you out, okay? Next thing, these motherfuckers, phones. Some of you probably left your phones at home. That's the safest way to keep your identity okay, because this is a live microphone. It records everything. It records the Wi-Fi signal, your Bluetooth signal, your cell signal, and it gives it to the cops. This phone is dangerous. It can also protect you. It's all about that risk, okay? So, if you don't want any risk, leave this motherfucker at home. That's that simple. If you're going to keep your phone, though, remember that not everyone wants to be recorded. You need to protect people's identities. If you're just recording shit and the cop gets your phone, you put somebody in jeopardy. Bad. Don't do that. Thank you. Next thing. Turn off Wi-Fi, turn on airplane, turn off Bluetooth. That makes it so that all the radios in your phone go off, mostly. Do that. Do that. If you're going to have your phone, do that. Next thing, if the cops are coming, turn your phone all the way off. All the way off. When you turn it back on, it will ask you to put in a PIN. That's how the cops can't get into your phone. Which follows up on the next thing, turn off biometric security. That's not security. Put a PIN on your phone now. Get your phone out, put a PIN in right now before you march. I swear to God, the cops can't get into your phone if you have a PIN and you don't give it to them. And you don't have to give that shit up. So, put a PIN on your phone, all right? I know, this is the TED Talk, I get it, but a lot of you haven't protested before, so let's get it. All right, the next thing, never give your phone to the police. They don't have the right to your phone. They don't have a right to your shit unless they've got a warrant, and this is a protest, so what are they not gonna have? A warrant! They won't have that, so don't give them the phone. They'll say, I want to protect somebody. I need to see someone that was hurt. I need to look at the images. Fuck that. Don't give them the phone. Don't let them touch your phone. They can't do anything with it if you don't give it to them. The moment you hand it over, you just consent it to an unlawful search, and I can't do anything for you. So don't do any of that. All right? Now, if you're unfortunately arrested, some very simple advice on that front. There are only a couple things I need you to remember. I need you to repeat after me. The first thing you say is, I am not talking to the police. Repeat it.
I am not talking to the police.
I do not consent to a search.
I do not consent to a search.
I want to talk to my lawyer. And then you shut the fuck up. You follow that advice, I promise you, you're going to be a lot better situation if you're getting arrested, okay? If you are unfortunately being arrested, that's the simplest thing you can do. I am not talking to the police. I don't consent to a search. Want to talk to my lawyer, and then shut the fuck up. They're going to try and get you to talk. They're going to want to talk about your day. They're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. They're not your friend here. I understand that the police are here for safety and everything else, but their job is to keep us in order. And as a part of that, exactly, like, let's be real, there's a dual function the police serve here. And when the arrests are happening, it's not to be your friend, it's to put you in the Salt Lake Detention Center, okay? So, don't talk to the police. Next thing. If you are being arrested, don't fight back. You don't want a third-degree felony, you don't want an A misdemeanor, that's bad. Just, the time for debate is over. Deal with it with your lawyer. When I can get appointed, my office can get appointed, you can hire an attorney, that's when it'll be argued in the courtroom. If you get arrested, don't fight back. It's not going to help you. It's going to make it worse, and then Governor Cox is going to call in and bring the National Guard, which is already done, and that's a load of bullshit. Don't let them use us against ourselves. That's right, fuck Caillou. None of that bullshit. All right, we're almost done. Next thing, don't sign any statements. If officers are talking to you and they want you to sign something, it's the same thing with ICE and everything else. You don't sign shit. You don't sign anything. All right? We're going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to get out of your hair, okay? So, what do we say if we're being arrested? We say, Thank you. We'll go through it one at a time. I'm not talking to police. I do not consent to a search. I want to talk to my lawyer. And then you do what? Yes! Thank you. You're ready. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's go. Let's get loud!
Our beloved president would prefer it if we would all sit down and be quiet. When he wants us to sit down, what do? Stand up, fight back! When somebody comes to take your neighbor away, what do? Stand up, fight back! When someone tries to mess around with your friends, what do? Stand up, fight back! I love you people, thank you!
Just in case anybody doesn't know, not everyone's on our newsletter, we have recently teamed up with General Strike Utah. We're super excited. We're going to work on getting the population to form the General Strike at 3.5 rule. More information is at our info table. Until you get to that, though, we're going to have a speaker, retired Army Colonel Brent Carey.
Hello. Today I want to offer a phrase that we can inject into the national conversation about the state of our country's politics. That phrase is, where is your red line? Which is the point at which someone says, enough, that's going too far, I'm not going to stand for this anymore. So, where is your red line? Did he cross it when he insulted POWs, saying of John McCain, he's not a war hero, he was a war hero because he was captured. I like people who weren't captured. Did he cross your red line when he fueled false speculation that Barack Obama wasn't born in the U.S. and was therefore an illegitimate president? Did he cross it when multiple employees and contractors came forward and said that he had never paid them? Yeah. What about when he separated over 5,000 immigrant children from their parents, many of whom have still not been reunited? Or when he suggested using disinfectant as a treatment for the COVID virus? Did he cross it when he refused to accept the results of the 2020 election, thereby undermining public confidence in our elections? I confess, I voted for him in 2016 and 2020, but this is where he crossed my red line, and I'm sorry to say it wasn't sooner. Did it cross your red line when he suggested invading Panama, Greenland, annexing Canada, even though he ran on a promise of no wars? What if he actually does invade one of those countries? Will that finally cross your red line? What about when he promoted ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, when he floated the idea of removing them all from Gaza? Did he cross your red line when he immediately blamed the LA fires and the aviation accident over the Potomac River on DEI before any investigation had even begun? Or when he demonized immigrants, saying that they are poisoning the blood of our country? Or when he demonized immigrants again when he insisted that they were eating the cats and the dogs in Springfield, Ohio? His nephew, who has a special needs son, related that he said to him, those people, the shape they're in, all the expenses, maybe those kinds of people should just die. Does that cross your red line? He threatened democracy again when he showed blatant disregard for the Constitution's limit of 2 terms when he said, it will be the greatest honor of my life to serve not once, but twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. If that doesn't cross your red line, will it cross it if he refuses to vacate the White House in 2028? Even if that does finally cross your red line, it may be too late to do anything about it. Democracy is fragile and not to be toyed with. He said that he doesn't know if he has to uphold the Constitution, even though he took an oath to preserve, protect, and defend it. If that's not a threat to democracy, I don't know what is. And then today, On No King's Day, he threw a dictator-style military parade on his own birthday, no less. Don't any of these things cross your red line. Will it finally cross your red line if he starts rounding up political opponents? Still doesn't cross your red line? What about ordinary citizens who speak out against him? What if they're people you know, people you care about? Does it matter to you when other people are adversely affected or just when it's you? First they came for the immigrants and I did not speak out because I was not an immigrant. Then they came for the transgender people and I did not speak out because I was not transgender. Then they came for the Muslims and I did not speak out because I was not Muslim. Then they came for the protesters and I did not speak out because I was not a protester. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak out for me. There are so many more outrages, lies, displays of corruption, incompetence, and threats to our democracy, and they just keep coming. So I'll end with one more example. He bragged that I could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters. Well, what if he or someone acting on his behalf actually did it? Would that cross your red line, or is he right that you'd still support him? It's not so far-fetched. During the Black Lives Matter protest, he said to General Milley, "Can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something?" Here's the bottom line. If none of these behaviors crosses your red line, if he can literally do anything and you keep justifying his actions and making excuses for him, then I hate to break it to you, but that's what people in a cult do. And if there are enough people who do the same thing, then our democracy is in an existential crisis. And if we don't have democracy, and we're now living in the early stages of a dictatorship with all power concentrated in one person, then the candid conversations about how to solve the nation's problems will end, because dissent of any kind will be stamped out, and it will be impossible to hold our leaders accountable for anything. It makes no sense to vote for someone who would take away the opportunity to vote them out, because they could end up doing the very things that you don't want them to do. So protect democracy at all costs. Democracy over party. In conclusion, I realize it might seem like I'm preaching to the choir here today. That is not my intent. Instead, it's to demonstrate a way that we might be able to persuade open-minded persons who love democracy to think about what their limit is and make a mental commitment to it, so that they don't rationalize and move the goalposts when he exceeds those limits. Let's start injecting this phrase into our conversations around our national politics. Maybe it will catch on. I'm an Army veteran and I serve for democracy, not a king. No kings!
Say it with me. The people will not bow down. No kings, no crowns. We the people will not bow down. Amazing. Hey, our next speaker is Hannah from Mormons with Hope.
Hello. Hi. My name is Hannah, as was mentioned. I'm a recent BYU graduate, a transgender woman, and an active participating member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Here representing Mormons with Hope, a collective of Mormon activists and organizers anxiously engaged in a good cause. Here to give the Mormon voice.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Jump into it.
Excuse me. Should we cross the street? stop us.
Yeah. Or you can turn off for now. so many of them.
Hey, you're pretty fast. Surprised me. I'm trying to keep up with you.
You should go give him hug. Alex Cabero, my favorite reporter. What's up, Tony? How are you?
You're saying that's a positive thing.
From up there. Thanks for spotting this, dude.
No problem.
Did you just hear someone fall on the ground? Or?
Usually I'm checking the ground. I have a good vision. And I figure out it's like something falling on the ground.
Sanctuary for all the pain. No wall. Sanctuary for all the pain. No wall. Sanctuary for all the pain. No wall.
The roof's up.
Everybody's been stopping. Let's take a picture. It's so good.
Where you at? Okay.
assumed he would be.
Where'd Tim go?
Trump sucks!
I don't know, I haven't seen the end of the line yet. Yeah, it's still coming.
East, and then who gets up. What's his face? Right something up there.
Yeah, I'm popping out shots. Okay. As well as last week.
Sorry, I don't know who's supposed to shoot.
It's fine. I enjoy this better than just like watching. Yeah.
You're totally cool.
Palestine!
picking up audio? Over there, yeah. That's what he's telling me right now.
Like where we're headed?
Yeah.
Fuck yourself, bitch.
Hey, Mason! Mason! Shooter!